everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a quick makeup tutorial. Not really quick. It might not be quick, but it's going to be like a, chit chat, get ready with me kind of makeup tutorial plus first plush. Did I just say plush? Plus first impressions plus review plush. Oh my god. I'm going to be using some of the things that I showed you guys in the haul video that I had up like a while back. I've been dying to try some of those things out, and I've not been able to because I wanted to try them out for the first time to tell you guys what I think. For some of them I just couldn't wait. I already used them. I'm sorry. So it's going to be more of like a review to tell you guys what I actually think of some of the products that I have already used. So I'm just going to jump right into it. Before I start, I'm going to use the skincare facial spray. This is the one with rose water, herbs and aloe, and I'm just going to spray this all over my face. This isn't a setting spray, it's just something that you use for like extra hydration. It's recommended that you use this before your moisturizer. So I've just sprayed it now, and I'm going to go on ahead and moisturize and fill my brows in and then come back. Okay, I filled my eyebrows in. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with an eyebrow gel. This one here is by NYX. It is their Control Freak eyebrow gel, and this is new, but I've used it a couple of times and I really love it. So it holds everything in place and it just helps me maintain or retain whatever shape that I create. So next, I'll be priming my eyes. I'm using my MAC 24-Hour Extend Eye Base. I think it's called for this. This thing, when I use it, my eyeshadow does not crease at all. It does not move. I just make sure to focus in my actual crease because that's where my eyeshadow always starts to separate. So I have this brush set here from Zoeva. They sent me this as part of a PR package, and it has some really nice eye brushes in it. So I have 5 brushes here. They're mostly eye brushes plus one face brush. So this is the face brush. These are eyeshadow brushes or eye brushes basically. So I am going to start out with this one here. It's called their Luxe Crease Brush. I'm going to use this to apply my transition shade. For this look, I'm going to be using 2 eyeshadow palettes. I felt like it just made sense to use these 2 at the same time because I cannot use this one alone. This is more of like a companion palette. So I'll be using the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette and Fenty Beauty's Galaxy eyeshadow palette. So I'm going to take this shade here, this one called Amber, and I'm going to work this shade into my transition area. So I'm going to create a cut crease. I'm going to take my Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer in Caramel, just a little bit of it, and I'm going to use this to carve out my lid shape. So I'm going in now with my Fenty Beauty Galaxy eyeshadow palette. If you're not familiar with this palette, it doesn't have any matte colors in it. So everything here, they're all shimmer colors. So you can't really use this to create an entire eye look. You can if you're going for something editorial. If it's for like everyday wear, like the regular type of eyeshadows that we would normally wear, you just can't use this palette to create one look. I'll be using this one here and this one here. I'm going to go in with this one first. With my MAC 239 shading brush, I'm just going to pat this into like just starting from the middle of my eyelid and taking it into this area here. Then on my inner corner, I am going to take this shade here. These colors are so freaking gorgeous. The one thing that I like about this eyeshadow palette is that this is just like the perfect eyeshadow palette. Like any makeup artist who does makeup on Nigerian like brides, looks that you'd wear out at night to serious occasions like weddings and stuff. This eyeshadow palette has literally every single type of lid color I think you would need. So to add some depth to my eyes, I'm going to go in with Huda Beauty's Saffron. It's like a very dark wine red shade. This is my Sigma E45 crease brush, and I'm just going to begin to like pack this color into my outer corner. So I'll be going in with a shorter crease brush from the Zoeva brush kit, and this one is called their eye blender. It's called the 225. It's like a shorter version of the first one that I used. And I'm going to take this shade here. It's like a very dark brown, and I'm just going to pack this into my outer corner just to add more depth. These brushes, I don't know, they feel so good and they just apply my eyeshadow so well. Zoeva is one of those brands that we often sleep on, and I have said this more than once. I said this in my last vlog. I've said this, I had an entire video dedicated to like brands that deliver to Nigeria, and Zoeva was in that video. Zoeva has very good products, very good eyeshadows, very good brushes. I've said this before, and they do deliver to Nigeria. So if you've not tried anything from Zoeva, check them out, please. To set my brow bone area, I'll be using this shade here from the same palette. This one is called Desert Sand. And this is a precision eyeshadow brush by Sephora. So for my mascara, I'm going to be using this one by Inglot. This is their Lash Enhancer mascara. I've been using this for a while now. I really, really love it. Really love it, especially for my bottom lashes. To line my waterline, I'm going to be using an eyeliner pencil by Colourpop, and this is their cream gel liner in the shade Suave. Okay, this really isn't the most pigmented eyeliner. Like if you swatch it, I don't know if you guys can see, if you swatch it, you come up with something really nice, but it's not gliding on smoothly, so I think I'm going to stop using this. It's not something you use when you're trying, like you're in a rush or something, because there's anything, like nothing is coming up. I mean, I'm not mad, it's decent, but I just wish that it was a lot more pigmented. I'm going to be using a pair of lashes by Lena Lashes. These are the Dimma lashes by Lena Lashes. You guys have seen me use this a lot. I really love them. They're really, really dramatic, like me. So moving on to the face, I'm going to prime first. I'll be using the Too Faced Primed and Peachy Primer. This primer is for people who have oily skin. I really love the fact that this opens up. Considering the shape, you think that you'd have to squeeze it out. No, it comes with a pump. So I'm going to take about, one pump looks like it will be enough, but I'll take about 1.5 pumps. One thing that I like about this primer right now, straight up using it now, is the fact that my skin doesn't feel like rubbery and dry. Some primers are targeted at people who have oily skin. The minute you apply it and it sinks into the skin, it just makes your skin really like matte, extremely matte, that it starts to feel like rubbery. That's not how my skin feels. I'll be using a foundation from Nars. This is a Nars Sheer Glow foundation. When it comes to Nars, I'm always in the shade New Guinea with their foundations. The first thing that I can say about this is that it has a very lightweight feel to it. Lightweight, but then there's still some coverage. It's not like too lightweight that it's not covering anything. It is covering up some of the imperfections that I have, but then again, it's like really lightweight on the skin. To highlight my face, I'm going to be using Too Faced Born This Way Naturally Radiant Concealer in the shade Dark. I have used this concealer before. One thing I noticed after using it is that it's just around the same shade as Amand, when you like my Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer in Amand. That's not the only thing it actually has in common with that concealer. It also, the shades are also a bit similar, but I feel like this one is still darker than Amand. So what I'm going to do with this now is that I'm going to add a little bit of caramel, especially in my immediate under eye area, just to brighten my face up a bit. But they don't have a very good shade range when it comes to this particular concealer. The one that comes before this one is just way too light, and the one that comes after it is way too dark. To contour, I am using Black Opal Stick Foundation in Carob. I'm going to set my immediate under eye area before I continue, and I'm going to be using this powder here from Too Faced, and this is their Peach Perfect mattifying loose powder. The first thing that you notice with this powder is that it has a scent, like a very obvious scent. Kind of reminds me of baby powder, the way that it smells. As I'm talking, I have a little bit of it going into my mouth, and the little bit that is going into my mouth is sweet. It is sweet. To contour, I'm going to be using this contour powder by Inglot, and I'm going to put the shades down here. This is from their Freedom System. This is one of the things that I've been loving like crazy. It's a very, very nice contour powder, and I've been using it ever since I got it. So if you're around my skin tone and you're looking for a nice contour powder, please check this one out. To set my entire face, I'll be using my Iman Press Powder in Earth Medium, and this brush is Max 138. For my blush, I'm going to be using a Baked Blush by Milani. This one is still new, I haven't used it before, but this one is in the shade Red Vino. To finish up the look, I am going to go back in with Saffron, the same color that I applied on my outer corner earlier, and this is a small smudge brush by Sephora. So I quickly fixed my wig. For my highlighter, I'm going to be using the Black Cup X Jenny Jenkins highlighter palette. A lot of you have asked me what I think about this product, and the truth is, I really, really love it. This particular shade here, for example, you guys can see that I have used it heavily. This one reminds me of Gold Deposit by MAC, and you all know how I feel about Gold Deposit by MAC. So I'm just going to take my highlighter brush by Anastasia Beverly Hills and this shade here, and I'm just going to apply this on my cheekbones. To line my lips, I'm going to be using NYX's lip pencil in brown. I will not be using a lipstick, but I'm going to be using this lip gloss by NYX still, and this one, it looks like this. I've had it in my purse for a while. This is a couple of times and I really, really love it. And this is in the shade 110. So this here is the finished look. I really like the way that my face looks right now. The only thing that I did not like is the Colourpop eyeliner pencil. That thing is not pigmented at all. It was just stressful applying it. So there are other affordable eyeliner pencils, like Maybelline has the Kajal, which is really good. So if you're looking for like a drugstore eyeliner pencil to try, maybe consider trying the Maybelline one. But aside from that, I like every other thing that I used to create this look. I'm going to do a wear test for this foundation. I'm going to go run some errands, even start editing this video, come back in a couple of hours and tell you guys what I think about this foundation. Just show you guys how it has held up. Okay, so I am back. This is what my face looks like after about 3 hours of wear. It's almost like 6, it's around 6 p.m. right now, so I've been wearing this for about 3 hours, and this is what my face looks like. I really like it. It's not too oily. It looks really skin-like, the finish that I have right now. I don't know if it's a combination of the foundation and the primer, because I've just used the primer for the first time as well, but I think that the foundation itself has held up well. Normally when I'm trying out a new foundation around this time, I have this prominent smile line here. The foundation normally settles into this area and the smile line is super defined. It's not even that visible right now. Please don't hesitate to let me know what you like me to film next. I'm trying to plan videos for the year, and I really love to know what kind of videos that you guys would like me to film. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.